All right, we're back after a break. And not only did I take time off to travel a little bit, but I got sick with you know what. I'm not even going to say the word, but I got it. I'm fine, got through it okay. And anyway, a new monster video. I've been slacking once again. I decided to do a quick video here because my friend Gene Crowell, who's an old school mask collector, he's been collecting masks since 1980. I think he was like 12 years old in 1980. And he was really into collecting masks a lot more than I was at that age. I had masks, but he was, actually accumulating them since then. He's a guy I can get on the phone with and just talk about old TV shows all night and just all the good 70s and 80s stuff we grew up with. And it's always good stuff. So he gave me first shot at 3 masks, and these are 2 of them here, and one of them I'm going to open, I'm going to unbox it. It just arrived on the porch today, and it is a killer, very desirable mask that a lot of people love. So we'll start off here with 2 favorites. Gene and I love both of these, and I think he had to get some money together for some other purchase, so he decided to let go of a few things. You know, it happens in this hobby. These are 2 masks by a company known as Be Something Studio, which is now called Zagoni. They're a Chicago-based company. They've been around since the 70s. And if you grew up in the Midwest, especially the Chicago suburbs, all kinds of kids were wearing Be Something Studios masks, and adults. I mean, they were everywhere. I remember walking into like a Woolworth store, and they'd be all lined up in a whole aisle, just all the BSS masks, and they'd like display them on paper towel rolls. It was so cool. Anyway, these 2, get out of here. These 2 debuted, I think, in the 1979 Franco catalog. You've got the Lunar Lynx here and the Executioner. 2 really cool masks from that time period. Loved by most people in the hobby. The Lunar Lynx it wasn't really a very sought after mask for a long time. I think a lot of people overlooked this mask. I had them many years ago. There was 2 versions. There's a Lynx 1 and a Lynx 2. This is the first version, which I think there was male and female versions, but this is the #1 version. As time went on, more people would see these posted in groups, and they kind of caught on, got more popular. So a lot of people love these more now than they ever did, right? So the other one, the Executioner, is awesome because it debuts in one of my favorite films of all time, Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And when Pee-wee is in the magic shop, you know, poking around, looking at stuff, and that girl's in there, and he's checking her out. Get out of here. He's standing there, and you see an Executioner mask on the shelf behind him. And you see some other Be Something masks in there as well. But this one is in there quite a bit, and it's just so cool seeing it on the big screen in one of my favorite films. A lot of guys love this mask. It's just a cool looking mask. You know, hooded Executioner. You know, it doesn't get much cooler than that. It looks like it's actually your face, and your eyeballs will be, you know, coming through the mask. But definitely gaining more value these days than it used to, and just a definite staple in a BSS collection out there. Most guys are going to try to have this in their collection. It's just a cool mask from that 1970-1980 time period. All right. The thing about this Lunar Lynx, the reason I really want to do this video is because this mask is so pristine. You can find masks out there, but finding them when they're literally brand new like this is so tough. And I'm going to get more into depth and show you the detailing of this mask, but it looks like it was made yesterday. The tag inside says 1978. I mean, it's absolutely perfect. So these 2 are awesome additions. I've had these in the past. Let them go years ago. You know, this could be my old copy. I don't know. But I sold them for some reason, and it's so good to get them back because I'm trying to build my Be Something mask collection back up. The Be Something masks were mostly sculpted by Bill Weistrom. if you wore a Be Something mask in the late 70s, early to mid 80s, even way beyond that, Bill probably sculpted it. You can look inside of a mask and it will say, a lot of people don't know this. They're like, what does it mean when you look in a Be Something mask? And it says the words, bye-bye. You'll see here, you probably can't see it here, but BYBY. That means by Bill Wystrom. That's why they say bye-bye in a lot of BSS masks. By, and then his initials, by Bill Wystrom. And the crazy thing is, Bill and I are friends now, and it was so surreal having him here in my collection, looking at the masks that I wore like in 4th grade, and he's standing there, and he's the man that actually sculpted them, and it was just very, very awesome and strange at the same time. So let's move on. I'm going to unbox this 3rd mask, which is a killer addition to this collection. It's made by a completely different company than what you see here. It's not by Don Post. It's not by Be Something Studios. It's by a company known as Distortions Unlimited. The great Ed Edmonds. This mask is definitely one of the more popular classic Distortions masks. They reissued this mask not too long ago. They made a new version of it. But this is the original. I believe it's 1981. It does appear in the Distortions 1982 catalog. This is one awesome mask, and it's big, and just the detail, the paint. Ed Edmonds himself hand painted this back in '81. Oh boy. Are you ready for this? This is going to be pretty badass. This is a pristine copy. This isn't like one of the most, expensive ones, but it's definitely one of the most badass Distortions masks I remember from that time period. Unwrap it. It's known as heavy metal. Look at this sucker. This thing is massive too. I mean, compared to a Don Post mask, it's huge. I will get a Don Post, any old Don Post mask here, put it next to it. I mean, look at the difference. That's crazy. So, look at this. I'm going to show you this in better detail. The paint is perfect. Even like the glaze on it, no cracking whatsoever. This mask was foam filled, okay? See the foam in it? Hot foam was injected into this mask out of a machine, like a gun. And then it takes its perfect shape and form like this. The foam dries, solid, and now gravity will no longer make this mask droop and deteriorate over time. It is definitely preserved for many, many years being foam filled like this. And the shape is just killer. Killer shape. I mean, there's not one blemish, scuff mark, nothing on this copy. This is the real deal vintage one. I don't know how hard it is to get your hands on this mask, but I've seen these in recent, auctions or for sale for like up around $1,000. So I'm sure it's a little more difficult to get your hands on, but there's other DU masks that are next to impossible to find. I'm sure there's gonna be collectors out there like, oh, the Crimson Ghost is gonna get on the DU, bandwagon and start collecting DU now. I had them in the 90s, man, so just relax. Hey! There's so many guys in this hobby that are just crybabies, so you gotta address it, as you go through these videos. But this thing is gorgeous. This is the first time I laid eyes on it, other than a little picture on my cell phone. Gene reached out to me. He goes, "Man, I'm gonna give you first shot at some masks because I know they're gonna go to a good home." And I'm not a flipper, a lot of guys buy a mask and like just to flip it and sell it for profit. He knows I'm going to keep this sucker, and it's in a good place now. Obviously, this is going to make me want more DU masks. Oh my God. That's a whole nother rabbit hole of collecting. Like, I've got a pretty good amount of Don Post stuff here, obviously. But man, there's a lot of DU masks, and there's a lot of amazing ones. Especially the ones I would see in Fangoria magazine ads, you know, when I was a kid. And they're hot stuff now, man. Their prices are very expensive, and you can see why. And they're just, man, look how big this thing is. A lot of the DU masks I've seen are pretty large. You know, if you got a fat head, it'll fit you nicely. So, Gene, you were right. This copy's pristine. I couldn't be any happier. Like, this is insane. And it's good to have an amazing Distortions mask back in my hands. I had a little hand puppet head man, a little zombie hand puppet back in the day. I can't even remember the name of some of the Distortions masks I used to have, but this is badass. So, oh my God. So not a bad haul from my buddy Gene Crowell. All right, so quick episode, but a cool one, you know. I haven't done an unboxing video in a long, long time. So if you out there had any of these masks, or you know Distortions, or you love Distortions, tell me in the comments. I want to see what your favorite Distortions mask is, or Be Something Studio. I'm actually going to shoot another video right after this, so there's another mask video coming. More in depth, more in detail, but this was just kind of a new score thing, and I haven't put up a video in a while, and I just don't want to be slacking in the video department and let you guys down. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Lots of weird stuff on this channel, lots of cool car stuff. Who knows what else I'll be doing, but if you guys are into old vintage tiki stuff, there's a serious thing going on in the other room that I'm building, and it's pretty wild, so more to come on that. All right, thank you.